Okay, let's see if I can get through this. Hi guys. I guess, yeah, sorry, people texting. I wanted to make this video because of the fact that, you know, the whole Conor and Khabib thing and what's going to happen. Everybody that I seem to speak to, automatically, shuts down either or scenario, which I just find it so hard to believe that, like, after exactly what's happened in the last couple of fights we've seen, like, we've learned nothing, according to, you know, what I'm able to see, and I don't see anybody else seeing. You know, when everybody was talking about the TJ and the Cody, everybody, oh, Cody. Guys, strength and skill, always. Skill beats strength. Intelligence beats whatever else somebody brings to the table. And I think with the TJ and the Cody, you know, everybody was like so enamored with Cody's, you know, strength and everything else that he brought to the table that everybody forgot about, you know, why TJ left that gym, why TJ became more you know, resourceful and had more tools than Cody ever did, you know. So yeah, I always thought TJ any day of the week will beat Cody because his intelligence, his skills they always transfer. The same thing that happened with Woodley and Till. Everybody again fell in love with, oh my god, oh, strength, oh, Till is so much bigger. Skill beats strength. It doesn't matter how big you are. If you're more intelligent and have more skills, you're gonna win. It's just the way it is. So I never, you know, I knew Woodley, you know, unless he was gonna have a bad night, I knew Woodley was in, you know, for the win. And again, here we are with the same city. Oh, and sorry, Stipe and Ngannou. That was another example, which we learned nothing. You know, everybody was like, oh my god, Ngannou. Oh my god, he's gonna kill him, all this stuff. No, you know what I mean? No. Stipe is more skillful, more intelligent. He will win. So again, here we are with Conor and Khabib. This can be looked at in various ways. That's why this one has always been a little tricky for me, even though I've always gone kind of like in the angle of Khabib because of the same kind of thinking. I always thought, you know, skill and intelligence beats, you know, strength or, you know, punching power, all of that. And if you look at both Khabib and Conor is obviously stronger, you would think, like on your feet, but Khabib is stronger on, you know, the floor. So it's kind of like everything evens out. So then what do you look for? Then you look at skill, you look at intelligence. Conor is a different beast here because of the fact that nobody gives him the same amount of respect. Even like on the feet, people say, you know, the most he can do is strike. You know, the wrestlers don't think he can wrestle. The, you know, like the freaking like pretty much everybody thinks that he can't do whatever it is that somebody's a specialist in, you know what I mean? But he always gets the win because he's so intelligent. But here, he's going against somebody that does one thing extremely well. So what does he have to do? It's time for a mind fuck, guys. It's time for a mind fuck. What he's gonna have to do is go against everything that everybody's expecting. What does that mean? That means everybody's expecting, you look at anybody's channel, everybody's expecting Conor to go in there and, you know, go try to knock him out. That's his only shot. That's what everybody's saying, right? Well, guys, that's not his only shot. But since everybody's expecting that, you gotta kind of implement the mind fuck. What is that? The Woodley and Wonder Boy is a good example. That fight. If you guys watched, you know, both those fights, you know, everybody, you know, says, you know, unless you like watching, you know, very detailed and, you know, like technical fights, it's, you know, they're super boring. But if you know what you're watching, and those are very, very technically oriented fights. And what they do in those fights is basically Wonder Boy is extremely, extremely lethal on the ground, okay? And Woodley is kind of like what you would think Conor McGregor is. And what happened in those two fights? All Conor needs to do is do what Woodley did against Wonder Boy. If that happens, I mean, that is the script. That is the script. If Conor does what Woodley did, it'll be a mind fuck. Everybody will be bored out of their minds because everybody's either expecting it to go out like in round one, or, you know, Khabib is going to just lay it out for a long while and just make him suffer, you know? And either you're a lover of Conor or a hater of Conor, you're going to enjoy the fight because, you know, if you love him, you know, you're going to see him succeed. Or if you hate him, then you're going to see him suffer. So everybody's going to want to pay for that fight and see that fight for either or, you know, because it is a possibility that it could happen. But honestly, I see it more as Woodley Wonder Boy. I see it more as it's not going to be a knockout. I see it more as Conor's going to be avoiding. And, you know, all he's going to have to do is defend the takedowns. The weakness that Conor has is his cardio. Obviously, everybody knows that. So the mind fuck is going to come in because he's going to just avoid, okay? All he has to do is, doesn't have to become an amazing wrestler. All he has to do is be an amazing defender. So what's going to happen? You know, just defend those takedowns. As you defend those takedowns, when you go down and you just, you know, just spread out and don't let him take you to the ground, and spread out every single time. Just spread out. What's going to happen? They're going to be the ones, you know, going for the cardio, and their cardio is going to, you know, come into question because all you're doing is defending. And then at the beginning of the rounds, you know, boom, 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 give a few flurries throughout the round, get the hits, defend the takedowns, and what's going to happen? You're going to get credit for the hits. You're going to get credit for not defending the takedowns, and you win the round. Simple. Wonder Boy Woodley. Watch those fights. And then if by any possibility you cannot defend one or two takedowns, here's the other mindfuck, guys. Just go down. Go down. Do not defend while down. Just learn how to beat from the bottom. I don't think Khabib has not been, nobody's ever defended him fighting from the bottom. So I think another mindfuck that Conor can implement is defending from the bottom. Like, try to knock him out from the bottom. Don't waste your cardio or energy going up, you know, or trying to get up, you know what I mean? Because then you're gonna ruin your cardio. So let them ruin their cardio. Let Khabib, you know, run his cardio meter down while you just, you know, defend from the bottom. I mean, not defend, strike from the bottom. So that's why you know, the reason why it's so hard to pick between these two fighters is because obviously, as in any fight, there are ways for both to win. But this one is gonna have the mind fuck scenario, and that one is going to be very, very, very special to see. And it depends whoever mind fucks harder. That's the one that's gonna win this, guys. And the way you know, Conor can do it, like I said, you know, take the beginning of the rounds, fight, try to knock him out during the beginnings. If not, the minute that he starts to take down, you defend, keep him away. And then, you know, round is over, round after round after round, you can win the fight that way. If by any chance he does take you down, try to knock him out from the bottom. So there's two things that Conor's gonna have to really, you know, put his training and his camp is just on defense and on the what you want it, defending the takedowns and the striking from the bottom. And that way, that's how Conor wins. And it will be really easy. I don't know why people are expecting this to be, you know, it could be an Aldo situation, but Aldo is not as sturdy and as a weapon as Khabib is. So I don't see it ending like that. I don't see it ending in that type of knockout, you know what I mean? Because remember, Khabib's gonna go down to take, you know, for the takedowns. So I don't think that's how it's gonna go. But if Conor implements these two mindfucks, that's it. He's gonna have victory. This is how Conor wins that fight. And it might turn out, like I said, like the, you know, Wonder Boy and, you know, Woodley. But again, overall, even if it does turn out like that, it's gonna be a mindfuck because everybody's expecting, oh, it's either gonna be a takedown or it's gonna be a mauling. Like, it's gonna go one of two ways. No, it's not, guys. If you're smart, you will not implement either of those. You will not let those two things happen. And that is how Conor wins this fight. Tell me what you guys think. You guys know I picked Khabib. On the next video, I'm going to explain how Khabib wins it. But what do you guys think of that? Let me know. Okay? I'm watching Thursday Night Football. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.